Welcome back to the Panic Room, everyone, and to the GARBAUGUST book tag. So guys, we are in GARBAUGUST, Criminale's event that has just been all over YouTube. I do hope that you guys are going to join us. This event is just an excuse to read trashy books, which is what the creator of this tag and the event, Criminale, specializes in. If you, by whatever reason, don't know Criminale, I will have him linked down below. He has exploded on YouTube, rightfully so. He has a damn fine channel. He's very intelligent. You should go check him out. So like I said, I was lucky enough to be asked to be a host for this event, which is the first for me in a lot of ways. So I've never been a host, and I've never really dabbled in what is trashy books or garbage books. So this has been a learning experience for me. And I feel better after watching Shelly Swearigen's, I'm probably butchering your name, I'm so sorry, Shelly's video, which I will link down below, when she kind of expressed the same opinion. So I feel better about myself after that. But we are going to be doing the GARBAUGUST book tag today, and you guys know that I make an absolute dumpster fire of all my tags, and I'm pretty sure this one's going to be the same. So don't hate on me too bad. But I probably should apologize to Ollie now, because I'm all but certain I'm going to just absolutely bomb this. But I actually have MJ's video pulled up because she was the last person I saw do this. And we're just gonna go by the prompt she has listed. So let's get started. All right, prompt number 1. Trashy books are often dismissed by critics. What is a book which is regarded as trash, which you think has artistic value? Okay, so I learned over the course of being a host and being involved in our little chat that American Psycho, I think, is considered trash, which I am adamantly against. If you've been around my channel for any length of time, you know I absolutely love that book. And I did not know that it was considered trash, I guess, in some circles. Also, side note, if I say anything that's not considered trash in this video, you're free to correct me down below, but just know that I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. You guys know how I roll. This is how I do tags. So I just seem to remember hearing, and I'm pretty sure I've seen it on a few lists, that American Psycho was considered trash, which shocked me. It really did, because I think that book was quite good, and we all know the movie was great. Alright, prompt number 2. Critics often love books with extreme or challenging content. Which critically praised book did you think was trash? Okay, so this tag is actually going to be coming out before any of my official GARBAUGUST videos, and I don't want to ruin the surprise. But the video that's coming later this week, my very first GARBAUGUST book review, is actually a wonderful example of why I think sometimes if you take it to the extreme, your book becomes trash. So I don't want to ruin the surprise, but stay tuned for that video. And I would love it if you guys would come and talk to me about that entire concept in that video, about, you know, focusing too much on extremes and losing the rest of the book, like the rest of the plot or the rest of the character development and things like that. So let's save that conversation for that video. And don't be eating when you watch it. Prompt number 3, not everyone approves of trashy books. What's a book you wouldn't read in public? You know, I really tried to think about this one, and I don't care. I don't care. I'll read whatever in public. I really don't give a shit, because it's not about what another person thinks about what I'm reading. As long as I'm enjoying it, that's what matters. Alright, prompt number 4. Books about killer animals are almost always trashy. What animal would you least like to be attacked by? I almost have to go with MJ on this one. She said shark, and let me preface this by saying I'm not a swimmer, but I have this like deep abiding respect for the ocean, because I see it and I see its beauty, but then always in the back of my mind there's this little voice that's like, you know, I could kill you and not even think twice about it. You know, it's just so powerful. Just the rolling in of the waves. I mean, everyone has been knocked down by a wave at the beach. And I mean, and it happens in a split second. And then to, you know, just add insult to injury, you have this perfect killing machine, right? And, you know, I kicked around the idea of saying like spiders, because I'm not a big fan of spiders. But at the same time, spiders live in the same environment that we do, like on land. You know, they have legs like we do. You are completely out of your element in the ocean. You really are. You know, you don't have fins, you don't have scales or gills or anything like that. So the shark has every advantage over your ass. So if it wants to kill you, you're dead. Like, there's no discussion here. You know, it's going to kill you. Thankfully, you know, I feel like a lot of shark attacks on humans are, you know, them thinking we're seals and stuff. You know, it's not like they're like these bloodthirsty monsters or anything, but they are terrifying. And add to that the dead ass eyes. Very spooky. So yeah, I'm gonna go with shark on that one. Prompt number 5, trashy books often flourish in specific genres. What's your favorite trashy subgenre? Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit of a glimpse of another book that's coming this week. I'm gonna go with like the creature books, specifically the dinosaur ones. And even though the one that's coming later this week is very explicit, I think that anytime you put like dinosaurs or unicorns in situations, like make them human, you know, in other words, you know, humanize them, I think that it's just a recipe for disaster. So I'm gonna go with that, like animals, specifically dinosaurs. I don't know why, that one just jumps out at me as just like super trashy, you know, to have like a triceratops in a helmet driving a tank or something. All right, prompt number 6. Famous people love to milk their fans by publishing books. Which celebrity would you like to read a trashy novel by? I could not think of a single one, but it did occur to me that in my younger years, I actually did read a like music biography. So I went and dug it up. Yeah, this is U2 at the End of the World by Bill Flanagan. Yeah. And yeah, so I feel like, you know, if you don't know who U2 is, this is Bono's band. Everybody knows Bono. Let's see. Is there pictures? I'm pretty sure there's pictures. Yeah, there you go. There you go. The middle one right here, that's Bono. So, yeah, this was fun. This was fun. It has all like those rock and roll vibes kind of deal. But Bono has a lot of like God complex issues going on, I feel like. So I just, that added to some trash. It really did. But it was a cool book from what I can remember. You got to like see, I guess, the genesis of the band itself and the origins of the ideas behind some of their songs, you know, like, you know, if you don't know, they're from Ireland. And I remember that there's a big deal about, you know, like the war and things like that went into some of their songs. It was pretty interesting in that regard. I can't remember why I picked it up. You know, I have nothing against U2, but I mean, I don't really remember why or how it came into my possession. That's how long ago it was. But I do remember it being a fun book. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be regarded as trash. Prompt number 7, trashy books have the best covers. Which book on your shelves has the trashiest cover? Okay, I looked so hard. And honestly, the books that I'm going to be reviewing for GARBAUGUST, I don't think have like that trashy of a cover, at least not based on some of the ones that I've seen. And I'm heavily basing this on people like Criminale, Michael K. Vaughan, things like that. So I couldn't find, I don't have a naked woman on any of my books, okay? Or even a half-naked man. So I actually dove real deep into the very bottom shelf of my bookcase and found one of the Animorphs books that I think is kind of fun. Now, 8 or 9 or 10-year-old me would not have considered this trash. As a matter of fact, I remember thinking it was pretty damn cool. But it folds out. Just let me show you. Just let me show you. So it was this one, Animorphs Back to Before. This is one of the special editions. And when you open it, it has this. And don't they just all look super pissed? But see, these are like their morphs down here. You know, I really don't even know if I would consider it trash now. But it is kind of cringy. You know, I can see where some people would think this is cringy. I really do. But to me, you know, I know it's nostalgia for me. It's history. It's my favorite little book series ever that I was super obsessed with when I was a kid. I don't think it's really that trashy, but I can definitely see where people would, because they do look like they're getting ready to make like a 90s rap album. So yeah, that's probably as close to a trashy cover as I have. I told you guys I was gonna bomb this. There's always a cop-out in every tag I do. Alright, prompt number 8. Trashy books often contain adult themes. What is a book you read before you were old enough to? Okay, I didn't read this book, but I do have a story. I remember being like 12, maybe not even that old. And I had an aunt who had a bookshelf like right inside of her front door. And on the spine of one of the books, I saw a book that looked intriguing to me. And I remember I had to have a conversation with her and my mom was like, absolutely not, you're not reading that. And I was like, well, why? You know, the title just sounds so kid-friendly. You want to know what the book was? The Valley of the Dolls. Yeah, not kid-friendly from what I understand. Still haven't read it to this day, but I remember like I don't know, 10 to 12-year-old me, I forget how old I was, well, not very old. I remember thinking like, cool, a valley about dolls? Like my little dumbass thought it was like a fantasy book where somebody goes to like a land full of toys. I mean, kids in their innocence. All right, prompt number 9. If you were a character in a shifter romance, what creature would you want you or your partner to shift into? Again, I kind of have to go back to the dinosaur thing. You guys will understand why I keep bringing this up later on this week when I review my second book for this week of GARBAUGUST. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to dinosaurs. There's just something intrinsically trashy to me about a dinosaur in like a human type situation. I don't know. But you know, any mythical creature like a unicorn or centaur or something like that, I feel like would be super trashy. The little girl side of me says I want to turn into a unicorn just because, you know, they're pretty and fantasy-like. But truth be told, if I had to make a choice, it would probably be a dinosaur because that would be the pinnacle of trash. All right, and prompt number 10, tag booktubers. No. All the people who want to participate in GARBAUGUST have probably been tagged in one point or another, and it's an event, so you do it if you want to, you participate if you want to. That's the beauty of stuff like this, right? But guys, thank you for hanging out for another tag video, a very special tag video because this is the month of GARBAUGUST, something we have all been building to for a while. Let me know down below if you are participating. You know, I really am looking at this month as a huge learning experience for me with a genre that I'm not super familiar with. I'm still incredibly grateful that Ollie picked me to be a host for this. You know, I just think that's really cool. So I'm very grateful to be a host, and again, I just feel like I'm going to learn a ton, especially from you guys. So again, comment down below. Tell me what you're reading. Tell me what parts of GARBAUGUST you're excited for. I want to know. So guys, that is it. If you like this, please hit like, hit subscribe. It would really help me out. And until next time, bye for now.